Hello. Are we live? Are we? Sam's frozen. Oh no, you weren't frozen. You were just organically frozen in shock.
Virtually shocked. Hi, everybody. Kia ora.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm
Hello.
sorry, currently feeling distracted because I'm using new streaming software. Ah, that's so much better. All right. Hi everyone. Welcome to today's stream. Um, we've got We've got Emily, narrative designer and former community manager. So she's kind of like a perpetual gaze, just watching me, making sure I'm like not completely destroying the hard work that she put into the community. Um, and we also have, and then we also have Sam, who is creative director and the man behind, I guess, kind of like where this all started. And he's on camera today, so y'all are in for a treat. Um,
Well,
but so for those who haven't sort of been paying attention on the Discord, we put out a little sneaky little announcement, no pings or anything, basically saying that we've just released, well, sent the demo off to press and streamers and content creators. So that was about like over 24 hours ago. Maybe it's like been 30 hours since that happened. So how are you both feeling being the people who have actually, well, two of the people who have been, you know, at the coalface, so to speak, and putting all this like hard effort in, like finally releasing it to the world? What's the vibe check?
Pretty awesome.
you go.
You
Suck
go,
Yeah.
Sam, sorry.
Yeah. It's a little bit scary waiting to see what people think of the game, but we've had a few streamers play it and really enjoy it, so that's awesome. So yeah, really happy about that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Um, how are you feeling, Emily?
I said in the Discord yesterday that I was really emotional, and I was at personal training with my headphones on, like doing my weights and listening to one of the streamers, Stats Bloke, I think his name was. Lovely chap.
Hmm.
And he said the dialogue is good. I just promptly cried my stupid eyes out. My poor PT was like, "What is going on?" So the anticipation of waiting for so long, and kind of like the anxiety for me of like, I am doing narrative and writing for a genre that typically doesn't have a lot of overt story. Like, yeah, it has narrative, but the story isn't super explicit sometimes.
Mm,
So a lot of this anxious energy that I've had for me in the lead up to yesterday was like, is this even going to work? Are people going to react well en masse to what I'm doing? Will people enjoy the conversations that are happening in the game? So to hear like external, unbiased validation was such a relief, and it felt like 2 years of hard work had just been given like a massive thumbs up, or Daumen hoch, as the Germans say. Um, Sorry. Sorry. TLDR, it was so good. It was such a relief. Oh my goodness.
yeah, I can imagine like the absolute fear that if I was in your position, I'd be racked with. Like, are people going to pick up what I'm putting down, so to speak?
Amen.
Especially because with video games in general, but I think mostly with Beyond These Stars, especially like during this sort of like demo phase that we're showing, the story is kind of like it's told in ways that are just outside the dialogue. Like, one of the really good comments that we got from that I saw on like Stats Bloke's stream that he mentioned was like, what did he say again? It was something like, "Oh, I'm not sure if this whale is like friend or foe," and we were all just like, "That's exactly the vibe that we're trying to go for." Like just to like imply that feeling through things like we had conversations I remember about like how to express that through the audio, through the art, through the dialogue, like yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Sorry, I'm talking too much. People don't want to hear from me. They want to hear from you about that. But I'm just way too excited.
You're allowed to be. We love to see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's been fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, like chat, I guess, like have any of you been watching any of the streams? I know Bowie, I've seen you around in some of the streams.
And Kuja.
And Kuja, yeah, Kuja was around. Bowie
Oh,
says, no, I
I'm
did not.
no. Yeah. Okay, Bowie, we believe you. See Kuja pop up in Stats Bloke chat, being like, "Have the whale eaten the peeps yet?" I was, I literally yelled, "Kuja!" at him. The streamer's just like, "I'm sorry." Like, oh
It's
my
like
god,
you
what a
wouldn't.
menace.
No, that was so good. I actually I like redid, well, I didn't redo the rules, I just like reformatted them. No, not the rules. I think it was like an FAQ post on the server, and like the last point I put down was like, can you eat the whale? Because it really is a frequently asked question. We get it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So had to clarify. At this stage, unfortunately, no. Whale consumption is not part of the game, but who knows? No, just never. No, no, no. I don't think it won't ever be a thing, will it?
That's up to Sam.
Who knows where the early access process will take us?
Yeah, we might do a community poll, and there's just like millions of people are like, yes, give us the whale. They're just like banging their forks and knives on the table.
I'd be so mad.
Sorry,
Genuinely.
this is getting really dark and horrible. I'm so sorry. Let's pull it back. Let's pull it back. Let's pull it back. So, um, yeah. So all of this is a precursor. This like having the demo and like putting it out to the press. Um, and we've been told that we can kind of mention this on stream today. But it's not super public knowledge yet, but we are going to have a public demo live for you to play very, very, very soon, like within days. So, um, you will find out when it's live, and when we can. We'll probably put an announcement out later, or it'd be tomorrow for most people.
Yeah.
Um, so like then we'll actually tell you like when it's happening and the context around which it's happening. But yeah, obviously it is happening, and you'll be able to play it soon. And oh my god, we really want to know what you think of it. Yeah,
We sure do. Yeah.
yeah.
I'll just say hello to Call my TV.
Oh,
I
hello,
think I said that
Cormac
right.
Curve.
There we go. I don't want to talk too much because I'm not the streamer anymore, so I'm sitting here being like, I have so much to say, but
No, I want
Yeah.
no, even
Yeah.
better. You're a like designer now, so like you should speak more because people want to hear from you. So go say your
I
bit.
like whales a lot. You know how there's horse girls? I'm a whale girl. I've been a whale girl for my whole life.
Really?
I never knew that.
Yeah, in like would have been year 5, so I would have been 9 or 10. I got up and gave a presentation on whales, and in Australia you give like a big sheet of cardboard with project information on it, and you hold it up in front of the class. You're like, today I'm calling about whales, and there's like little pieces of information, like in the style of a report, like who, what, where, why, how, kind of thing. And I gave it on whales. Fave whale, the southern right whale. I think it's a rare whale, and it's the only whale that I've ever seen. So it has a special piece in my heart.
See if I can bring this up.
This southern right whale, absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful specimen.
They're also very endangered still, so
Oh wow.
the mic is a little low on the person on the bottom, says Mr. Dogbert.
Mr. Dogbert? Oh,
Hello,
mic
Mr.
is a little low
Dogbert.
on the person on the bottom? Hey, that's me. Okay. I have it maxed out on... You know what? I can
Oh
do
yeah,
this.
eat that mic.
Yeah, I can
Yum,
do
yum, yum,
this.
The microphone is Kewa and you are eating it.
Can people hear me? Can you hear me now? I was eating before, so I had to do the whole like gamer, just like spilling soup on my mic. No, no. All right, much better. Awesome, sweet. Um, Foaming Jetty says my brother is an octopus guy. I get it. I would also love to know more details about cool octopuses. Octopoda.
Octo Octo
Octopi?
I'm
I
gonna
seem
be
to remember hearing that
pedantic.
octopi is not the right one anymore or something.
Well, it's because octopus has Greek etymology and the I ending for plural is Latin. So in Greek
Uh,
the correct suffix would be octopoda, octopodia.
huh.
Um just say octopuses. Just say octopi. You know what? Language is anarchical. These are
Yep.
You're
beautiful.
telling me I hate English. I hate it so much after using it to write this damn game. I'm like, you know what sucks? The English language as a whole. I hate it.
For
Go to
real.
hell.
Oh, octopodes. Oh yeah, yeah, octopodes. That probably does make sense. I'm still looking at this gorgeous, gorgeous whale. Actually, is there a whale, a particular type of whale that Kawa's design was based on? Or just a
Boss
mix?
man?
The word kewa is the Maori word for maybe the southern right whale.
Hmm.
I can't remember. My brain
That
went. I
was
was trying to remember before, and I was like, oh, it's the Maori word for a particular kind of whale. But I don't think we specifically based
Oh,
the
well.
kewa on any particular kind of whale. We were just going for whalishness.
Mm. Oh, you're right. So Kawa is actually the Maori word for the southern right whale,
There we go.
which happens to be Emily's favorite whale. What a wacky coincidence. Definitely no
Dun, dun,
influence there.
dun. No,
How
I love. Look at them. They're so beautiful.
that
That's a hell of a tail right there.
I love
No pun intended.
these
Mm.
features. Are those like barnacles or are they just part of the whale? I don't know enough about whales. They're
I...
beautiful. They're gorgeous.
Oh, we got a question in the chat from Ad Stellarum. Hi! Is this game going to be similar to World Turtles? Sam, you've played World Turtles, eh?
like for about 2 minutes. Um, when like so we've been planning on making this game for like 5 or 6 years. And when I noticed both Wandering Village and World Turtles, I went to the devs and I was like, "Hey, can we just agree that none of us is stealing each other's ideas? We came up with these independently." And they were like, "Yeah, cool." Um, so just to put that to rest, we're not basing this game on World Turtles or Wandering Village. We'd actually started working on it before either of those were announced or started planning it. So I don't actually know how World Turtles plays, so I can't give you a detailed answer. But you are building a city on the back of an animal, so at least in the basics, they're kind of similar.
Yeah. We actually have a whole blog post about this somewhere that I'm trying to find now.
I was sitting here being like, I could info dump so hard right now. Oh
No,
my
feel free to
goodness.
info dump and I'll also put the blog post in chat. Did you want to take it away?
There we go. No, Slinky gave us an answer, by the way. Similar aesthetic
Ah,
gameplay
yeah.
is quite different.
Oh, thanks. So, people who don't know, Slinky Malinky is the one, the only indomitable game designer, and you do UI and UX and programming, right, MJ? Anyway, yeah. MJ Mediata is just beast moding this game. Go to game designer for sure. Triple threat for sure. Um, great write up by
Noticing?
Emily concept. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bad, poorly expressed way to be like, yeah, this is about the sort of idea behind and like the history behind settlements on large animals and just where the idea as well came from for Beyond These Stars, which has been around since, wait, the date is there. 2017.
2016? Oh, yeah.
2016. No, you're right. It was 2016.
I'm the archivist.
So this is a game, basically, Sam, that you've been wanting to make for 8 years.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is there like a, do you think there's like an added weird pressure that like this is kind of like been a goal that I've had for so long and to finally see it come to fruition is, do you feel extra pressure or do you feel like extra excitement or?
Um, I guess no, not because of that. Like, it's not like the game I was desperately wanting to make for 8 years. It was the idea I originally had that didn't pan out, and now we're making it. Um, but at the same time, I mean, it's we're releasing a whole video game that's just always awesome and special and terrifying and stressful. Um, so I'm really pleased that the reaction so far from streamers has been good, and I'm really looking forward to all the players getting their hands on it and getting feedback and stuff. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Oh, it's already awesome. Like
Hmm.
just what we've been seeing so far. Like we really have all been, yeah, so like Cormac, Stats Bloke, I think those were the main streams that we were kind of like, I guess, metaphorically gathered around, just watching and commenting on and being and reacting to and oh my God. And I think like once everything gets opened up to a broader audience, it's gonna be like that times 1,000. And I don't know how I'm gonna cope. I don't know how you're gonna cope. Maybe you'll just like, I don't know, just get real big heads and be like, oh, yeah, killed it. Yeah, exactly.
I need to take some ayahuasca if that happens, because my ego's like, try and keep that in check.
Kill that ego, man.
Yeah, man, experience ego death when the game releases.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So I'm notoriously bad at like looking at chat. Will there be space combat?
There will not. So we're making this as much of a non-violent game as we can, just like the previous one. So yeah, no combat, no like you're not taking other people's lands. The places that you settle on kind of used to be yours, or you have permission to settle on them, kind of thing. Your peeps are vegetarian; they don't even eat meat. So yeah, avoiding violence in as many ways as we can is the idea. But still, it's still a an interesting game full of good decisions and all that sort of thing. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, greetings, Renee Sky. First time chat. It's so good to see like so many people popping in for the first time. And
Mm,
hello Ninja
it's
as well,
awesome.
who's just so lovely to always have. Or
Hey, did you stream before we leave? Sorry for interrupting you, Leah. I feel like Renee might have streamed before we leave.
I thought you were asking me. Oh, Renee? Yeah, the name does seem
Yeah.
familiar.
Mm, cool.
Oh my
That's awesome.
gosh! Hi, thank you so much. I have a friend that loved your playthrough of Before We Leave and recommended it to me. So thanks for doing that great job. Super appreciate it.
Yeah, and thanks for coming to this stream.
Mm.
Um, oh my gosh, I don't even know. I feel like there's a lot we could talk about here.
Heaps.
So much. Wabi is glad that the chickens are safe. Yes, the chickens are safe. They're
Yep.
special, they're precious. Always. Always and forever. Um, yeah.
Wow, there are
Is
lots of new people coming in.
there are lots of new people. Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Hello, new people.
hello. Should we like reintroduce? Oh, my alarm's going off. My go to work alarm is going off while I'm at
Yeah,
work.
go to work, Leah.
All right, I'm
Yeah,
working now.
stop mucking about talking.
I'm locking it in. I'm working. I'm working here.
Locked in. Oh my god, gamers rise up.
Gamers rise up. um. Okay, so we are going to. Should we play a little bit of the game?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
Let's
do it.
Also, one more thing. I want us to do like dramatic readings of the dialogue, but we need to
Okay.
figure out who's going to be who. So,
Well, can I make a confession?
yeah.
One of the peeps, whose name is Kieran, the guy with the grey hair and the glasses, might be a little bit based on Sam. I'm so sorry. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't. That's
Oh,
awesome.
okay. I'm like, we need Sam Barham in the game.
I feel like you might have mentioned that once, or maybe I imagined it. It's like when describing his voice, it's like he's kind of like soft spoken and has a bit of a like scientific analytic mind, and it's like, oh yeah, I think I know this guy. I think I work with him.
Oh, you read me the film. I said to James, our
Okay, cool.
audio,
So I'm
yeah,
Kieran.
You're Kieran,
All
yeah.
right.
naturally.
Do you want to be Lottie or Matilda, Emily?
I'll be Lottie because I feel like I'm feral like her. And you can be Matilda if you want.
All right, let's do this.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Also, Sam, I will spill on stream as well that when
Oh,
I was
dear.
messaging James, our sound engineer and audio designer and all around lovely chap, I was like, okay, he needs to sound like Sam. That's the brief. James was like, got it, thanks.
Oh, oh no, I don't have any way of. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Okay, Emily, close your eyes. I just want to turn the. Oh, I pressed the skip dialogue button. Oh no, you can't see what I'm doing. Okay.
You told me you didn't even have to.
No, because I couldn't, thingo, what's the word? I don't know what the word
Bluebird?
is. Bluebird?
There's an old ad. Bluebird's the word for bluebird chips.
Yummy.
Oh man, I can't wait to. Okay, so I'm going down to the office next week and I'm so excited. And I'm mostly just like very, very. Oh, I want to like engross myself in like all these Kiwi pop culture references that just go over my head all the time. So Bluebird's the word, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the game to cooperate through no fault of the game itself. It's just me not having set up the audio properly before this stream. But just having a quick look in at the chat.
Waffle if you want while you do stuff with the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Hooded Horse, hello, that's our publisher, by the way.
Oh my god, hi, bestie.
Is it Mr. Horse himself?
Oh my god, is that Mr. HTV?
John Horse. John Horse says, I'm a fan of Wellington Paranormal. Have either of you seen that?
A little bit.
No, I'm aware of it, but I haven't watched it.
It's so Kiwi.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
There's a certain cringe humor to a lot of like Kiwi TV that. No.
Yeah. Yeah,
Don't
like this real dry sense of humor.
I love the Kiwi sense of humor. It's just the cringe bit that turns up, and especially in television, it's don't like that part.
Yep. Yeah, it makes my bones want to escape my body whenever something embarrassing happens to a character. I have to get up and leave the room. Like, I can't do it.
Same.
I can't do it. Happy to write it though. Like, I'm happy to write horror, like cringe. Do not make me watch horror. Do not make me watch cringe. I will not do it. Happy to write it. Go figure.
Aren't you working on a horror game?
Oh, that damn thing. Yeah, it's been put to the side for now because guess what? The scope got too big.
Oh, we don't have the soundboard here. We have a soundboard thing in Discord that's like, I think this is out of scope.
Oh, that's Mark.
Is that Mark? Did you clip your own boyfriend for like the work Discord soundboard?
Yep.
I mean,
normal Emily moment.
So Tom, I made soundboard things for meetings with my own voice, but Tom said it's really confusing. Tom, being our game artist, for those of you who are uninitiated, said like it's really confusing having someone's voice on the team, so I just went to Mark, the shadow employee, as I like to call him, because he's so helpful. I go to him, I'm like, babe, can you just like record these words, please? He's like, understood. So, and that's where Mark's voice came from, but he tried to put on like an old man voice for it.
I can kind of see it. Not really, to be honest. Maybe he's just so naturally youthful.
Thank you. You can tell him that. Don't tell him the first part.
Anna asks, when was this game released? It has not been released, ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all like completely exclusive footage that you're about to see once I switch over scenes. Yeah, MJ's mentioning in chat, there's a public demo coming in the next few days. So we are going to announce exactly when that is, probably in about 20 hours? No, I can't do maths. Yeah,
Maths is
about
overrated.
roughly 20 hours or so. Oh, Renee has an important question. Can
Ooh.
we pat the whale?
Oh. Not yet.
Yes, we can. Sam. Okay. Leah, just 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds, Sam.
Alright.
We didn't think about it. If you could pat the whale, can we please pat the whale, bro? We gotta put that in the game.
That's why I said not yet. I mean, like, technically you can pet the whale. Like, you can go and click on the whale as much as you like. It's just, it's so big that it's like, you know, trying to pet a cat with a feather. They don't notice.
Yeah, how would we do it? Would we just have like a button that's like enter whale petting mode, and it's kind of like with Mana Lords, how you have the mode where you walk around in 3D, and it's just like the model of Kewa, and then like a big hand, like those Pokemon games, and you just like pat Kewa and love hearts come out. Can we do that?
Could do.
That.
Or we could go the Warcraft route. They didn't do it so much in the later games, but certainly in the first one, like you click on the units in Warcraft, not World of Warcraft, Warcraft, and they say silly things, and eventually, like the orc peons are like, "Stop clicking on me."
Oh yeah, no, isn't it like stop?
Yeah, so like you just go click 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 click, click on Kira, and eventually it's like
work
or something.
Something
Go away.
you're doing? We're all just gonna do Warcraft unit noises for the rest of the stream now, by the way.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
started it.
I hope you're all happy with that.
Thank you.
Summon more cigarettes. I hear you, man. Okay, alright, I'm done. I got it out of my system.
I have a counterpoint for Pat Kewa. Okay. Hear me out. The peeps can just en masse, like, do a starfish on Kewa and just do this. They don't have arms. Let's ignore the fact that they don't have arms, but they just like go face down and just like rub Kewa with their whole body mass.
Oh, like
Actually, spoiler everyone, the
down
peeps
snake.
have arms in this game. They still don't have legs, but they've got arms.
Oh, they have legs? I didn't know that.
No legs. Still no legs. They didn't have legs in the other game either, but this game they do have arms.
Also okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Renee reckons we're fun. I'm putting that on my LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Certified
Yeah.
fun.
Renee of Sky reckons we're fun. That's cool. Right, we're done. Cool. My career's over.
Oh, amazing.
Walk
We're
to the
gonna
sunset.
jump into the game. Are you all ready?
Alright.
How's the audio, by the way? Let me know if anything needs adjusting. Alright. Oh, I forgot there's gonna be like a bit of a delay, because you're watching it on Twitch. Okay. So there might be some dramatic pauses in between lines of dialogue, just so you all know. Sam and Emily, you guys got the stream up?
Yep. All good.
Alright. I'll kick us off. Alright. Oh, 2 seconds.
Please do American accents for the peeps. I don't know if you want that, man. I don't know if you want that.
American accent?
No, you don't want me to attempt an accent. No, that's going to be a bad look.
Okay. Oh, and one other thing is you'll probably notice as well, we've implemented grunts for the peeps. So now, like in these dialogue scenes, I think in previous streams when we showed it, we didn't have the grunts yet, but now they kind of make little noises, so you'll get to hear them as well. But alright, let's go. Alright, I'll kick us off. Look at that lovely water flow. I think it's rejuvenating the space whale as it goes too.
Dramatic pause. Come on, stream, catch up.
Is there
This
too
is very
much of a
high
pause?
Seeing the land heal this has made all this stress worth it.
Ugh. Yeah, healing the land. Anyway, we need another mine by one of those copper deposits, and we gotta smelt it too. Not me forgetting my own another point.
Oh, that was it. That was only a few lines. Okay. That was some painful pause.
Yeah,
We're
that was
gonna
terrible.
we're gonna move past it as a
Yep.
as a
a
team.
community. We'll
And-
pretend this never happened. Pretend this never happened.
I'm so sorry for making you both do that. Alright. We've got the little, like, peeplish as well going in the barks. And the game just, it feels so alive. I'm just gonna click around, honestly. And also admire this amazing hermit tower that we built on the last stream. So,
I want to talk about the hermit.
please do.
So,
Hermit's name.
What is the chat? What's the hermit's name? Herman the Hermit is disallowed. I've just decided. It's just low hanging fruit. I want to know what the character motivation for the hermit is. I want to know why are they a hermit and how are they a hermit?
This is true. Let's zoom in on them and just get a look for them. Get a feel for them. They actually do have a generated name in the game, but I think we should give them a better one.
We've got Anna, Bob, Stephen, Kermit the Hermit,
Harry the Hermit.
Harry the Hermit.
All very good. Good options.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just realized it was Anna herself suggesting Anna. Yeah, so they're kind of... Okay, this is my interpretation of it. Because they've got this little potato patch there. I reckon they're trying to do the whole, like, off-the-grid, like, self-sufficiency sort of thing. And then they've got a compost heap down here, so I reckon, more headcanon, all the little potato peels, if they do peel their potatoes, which by the way you should not do, I disagree with the practice. They get tossed. Oh yep, spicy take. They just get tossed down this gigantic, how tall is this again? This gigantic 19 tile high structure right into the pit below. So they don't even have to take the elevator. They can just toss it straight down.
Yep.
As for their motivations...
I am struck though that they're obviously not terribly bright, because while they have a potato patch up there, they don't have a water pump.
True.
So they're trying to be all off-grid, but they got to go back to town anytime they want water.
That's
like,
very
dude,
true.
That's
more
convenient.
planning there, please.
And how are they watering the potatoes? That's a lot of water requirements.
Yep.
Damn, very, very true. Hooded Horse reckons...
they're a fake hermit.
I reckon, and I think this is sort of what Hooded Horse is getting at, they want to be alone, but they have the most attention-grabbing home in the town, so they secretly like the attention.
Yeah.
Maybe they have a sneaky rain barrel.
That could work.
Oh wait, no rain.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there
Not
is no
yet.
rain. Whoa. Was that just a sneaky little bit of teaser there, Mr.
No,
Barham?
I definitely didn't say anything. No.
Yeah.
Looking around more, we've got... Actually, let's do a little vibe check on the peeps. Actually, first we'll do a vibe check on the hermits. So if we go to their hut. So Nick Cow and Shinobu. I want to see how happy they are. Ah! Sorry, I misclicked. Oh my god, I keep doing that. You know what? They're pretty happy. That's like That's
Nice.
a good. That's like, you know, Maslow's hierarchy of need. Like you're near the top of the pyramid there. That's pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Careful.
Overall as well, so we've got these amazing graphs which StatsBloke was really into, which was awesome to see and hear. I think MJ in particular was like, oh my god. So clicking on the home tab, we get the location summary, and we can actually look at all our peeps at a glance, and we can see how happy or unhappy they are, which is pretty damn neat. And also, peeps are very old. This is not a glitch, this is absolutely working as intended. But you can see the youngest peep here is 31, and the oldest is probably, I don't know, very old.
I'm seeing 162,
Oh yeah, there's a
164.
170. That's not bad. Yeah. So they have a long,
Oh, yeah.
long time.
Yep.
Is there like a narrative reason for that? I actually don't know the answer to this.
So, to be perfectly honest, it's because the UI designer, without being asked, put an age column in. And I was like, sure, why not?
Oh, no.
So that's how old they are in minutes.
Oh my god!
Oh, so it's 163 Okay.
Yeah.
I
Oh!
understand.
You know what? Because there actually is like in the lore, it's canon that peeps are like live for a really long time. So I actually thought this was canon. Okay, all right. Well.
Oh, thank goodness. Sitting here quietly being like, okay, how do I justify this?
I am so sorry.
Yeah. Actually, the peeps, before the peeps went into the shelters and before we leave, they had a eugenics program.
Oh my god, dark, Emily.
Oh, it gets better. So they become adults at 5 as well.
Oh my gosh.
And that's on political commentary.
So, for the record, there is no in-universe explanation for that, so please do not read in too much to to any of this, especially for yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've also got the building summaries, which is awesome. Like, they're actually sorted by buildings. I've only built one school. Okay. Alright. That's cool of me. I would probably recommend building a few more schools, maybe? But for now, there's just the one. So, hopefully they've got enough teachers for that as well. The resources tab I really love, because you can sort of just, I don't know, choose what you want. Everything's been like a steady stream at the moment. Oh, my potatoes are off the charts. Look at that growth. We're experiencing like potato numbers like never before.
God.
Ninja says that 5 years old is old enough to work in the mines and pay taxes.
Hey Ninja, are you okay? We've had a few comments in chat about pentagons. Sam, can you talk about the pentagons?
Sure, again.
He loves it.
So mathematically, if you make a sphere and you tile it with hexagons, there have to be 12 pentagons.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at a soccer ball, you will notice, I think it's the black ones are pentagons and the white ones are hexagons. And you can't get away from that. There's just no way around it. So in Before We Leave, or with the planets being spheres, all of the planets have 12 pentagons on them. But the hexagons around them are kind of a bit warped, and so placing buildings on them felt odd. So we just made it that when we were generating the islands, they just didn't go on the pentagons or the tiles next to them, so you had like these little spots where there had to be ocean. But on Kewa, it is just like a piece of a cylinder, so you don't need pentagons to make that work. So there are no pentagons on Kewa. And in fact, I don't know if we could mathematically put pentagons on even if we wanted to. So, yeah. No pentagons here.
Do you think that we need to have an honorary pentagon in the game somewhere?
Probably.
Hmm,
Maybe it could be the bad guy.
like a structure
Oh.
that the peeps worship for some reason. They're like, whoa, what is this strange shape that we've never encountered before in our lives?
It's clearly divine. Or it's the evil pentagon that gets you, capital G, capital Y, at the end of the game. I'm not gonna say how it gets you, but it does in fact get you. Top 10 anime betrayal. The good pentagon is actually evil.
We got a good old Kawa growl just then. That was, oh, I need to make more planks. There was
can't hear the... Oh, I've got the stream muted. I'm an idiot. That's why I can't hear it. I'm like, I can't hear the game.
What's going on?
I just didn't say it.
Do I not have a sawmill? Okay, I'm gonna check. There's no way. I must have accidentally deleted it because I literally could not have progressed. Okay, I do have a sawmill. It's just... Oh, okay. It's working now. I think it's just not working as much as I want it to. What I'm going to do is, so we've kind of got... This was a mine that has been thoroughly mined of all its resources. And I'm building a landscaper here because I want to turn it into a lake. So, just for context on like what I'm doing right now. And also when it's full of water, it'll help rejuvenate this area. So the water will allow these trees to no longer be dead. The trees will blah blah blah, get all green and nice and start pumping more oxygen into the atmosphere, and we'll be able to build a bit further out here.
Go.
Which is
Let's go,
exciting.
girls.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. And also, sorry, bringing it back to the game again, there was something I wanted to ask you both just now, but I've completely forgotten. As of the last stream, we finally unlocked the copper resource, so I'm gonna build a really long road, which are thankfully free to construct, all the way over here, so I can start mining copper.
Big old snake.
Yeah, big old road snake. I can't remember if we're putting this in, but I really would like to track how many roads people build and like how many times around Kawa you would be able to make it. Oh, this is maybe a bit too lofty.
No, I like that.
Yeah, a road counter would be amazing. I don't know if we could put it in the game. Maybe we could. I don't know. I am not a game
Yeah,
developer.
no, we could do that.
There you go.
It's I saw one of those memes about how programming is chaos magic, because you go like, hey programmer, can we have this giant demon that bursts forth from the earth and lays waste to everything? And they're like, yeah. And then you go, and can the main character wear a scarf? And they're like, So counting roads as giant demons, not scarves.
Yeah. No, I feel like we had a similar moment to that this morning, where we were like, oh, like Sam, if you could like take a look at these graphics that Tom, our artist, made, and you're just like, it's good. No, I'm like, in all seriousness, like, we do put a lot of thought, and you as well, like, put a lot of thought and care into what things look like in the game. But I mean, I'm like that with programming. I'm like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
It's just there.
Yep, it is what it is.
I'll learn it one day. Wait,
So-
I literally do it at work. What am I talking about? I go like, okay, I'm alright, and then I do it. Oh.
So we got the copper mine going, which means I need to allocate space for it in one of my warehouses for copper ore. And then I need to go to the ore smelter. Where have I put that? Where is the ore smelter? And I'm gonna go here and make sure it's gonna begin producing copper ore.
Slay.
Oh! And then how's this going? It's going, it's going.
That was so Australian. How's it going?
How's it? He's going.
He's going. Scan on.
Scan on, mate, scan on. I reckon. Ooh. Okay. I think I need more water.
More water.
More birder. What'd you say? Wait, what did you say?
Said more water.
Oh, more word!
He said birder.
I thought you were
Scum.
saying birder. Oh god. Yeah, we need more.
MJ.
Oh, what
you were
is
gonna
it?
say, Leah? Sorry.
MJ says scone. Yeah, what were you saying? You go first.
MJ got me so good recently. She posted a picture of a scone in the Discord, and I said scone. And MJ said, not much going on with you. I was so mad. And then I think she had the picture of the scone up on her screen still, and then Isaac walked past, and Isaac said scone, so she said to Isaac, what's going on with you?
Scan on.
Aggravating.
Actually,
Office shenanigans.
there are many. There are so many office shenanigans. It's
Yep.
kind of one of the best
As they
parts.
should be.
Yeah, 100%. It's one of the best parts of working in game dev is everyone's just like, it's chaos all the time,
Mm-hmm.
but in the best of ways.
But the good kind of chaos.
Mm-hmm. Also, I've just been like ignoring these notifications here. Oh, so this one is saying there are no jobs for this mine in range, and that's because we've finished mining this resource. So I can delete this mine. What else? Oh. Let me keep the landscapers. This one too. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I unlocked the electronics plant while I was busy yapping away, and I built it, and now I've progressed the story.
Actually, before we do any reading, I want to talk about Kieran, Lottie, and
yes.
Matilda, because they have names, and no one knows that except for us. Not Nina, though. She always says, like, the peeps of, like, those are my children, and they have names, how dare you?
Yeah, tell us.
Cat
So,
lady!
first of all, who's who here?
So, the lovely, lovely lady talking at the moment is Matilda. And I based Matilda on kind of the archetypal farmer that you find in Australia and New Zealand, where she cares a lot about her local community. But she's kind of been displaced because she's now on the back of a space whale, so she's like away from terra firma, or the land, that she's so used to. So she's a little bit of an anxious being, and she's very protective of the people around her, and she's quite sassy.
I have to say, like, I'm very partial to the Matilda. I think because I've spent a fair bit of time around people like that. So I'm like, oh yeah, I get you. You're like a nice, homey kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
What about these other peeps on the right?
So if I can't remember who speaks next, I think it's Lottie. If you want to hit the next button.
Yeah. Do you? I didn't even read that out. Okay, I think the previous line was something about we've built the electronics plant.
Yep.
Do you think we're ready?
Do you think we're ready? Oh my goodness, great question. Yes. So this is Lottie, and I wanted a person who was kind of unlike the rest of the peeps, maybe a little bit of a black sheep, in terms of the peeps and their tree huggerness, because I didn't want the peeps to be, all of them to be like, oh my god, peace, love, and nature, man, let's go hug a tree. I wanted
Nice.
one of the peeps to reflect the players who were like, I want to build a city as big as the space whale. I want to pollute as much as I can because I don't care, man. I want as much stuff as possible. And she loves getting her hands dirty, which is why she's like mining. Hell yeah, that's one of my favorite things earlier on in the tutorial. So yeah, I really wanted to validate the players who just want to like have mines and industry and kind of lean into that industrialness that we've seen in our own society over the past like 200 years. And she does get excited about things, maybe like the Lottie that you know in real life, Anna. Yeah, she's very enthusiastic.
So Lottie's kind of like the id to to like Matilda's ego, and then Kieran's the super ego voice of reason. If we want to get a little Freudian, just a little bit of Freud.
Mm-hmm. I'd agree with that. Yeah. I also wanted to have a feminine character who's like big and isn't afraid to take up space. Because like, I don't know if our Northern Hemisphere viewers know this, but here in New Zealand and Australia, we have this thing called tall poppy syndrome. And so sometimes we tend to squash ourselves. And so I wanted to put a character into the game who's just like, I'm here and I'm big and I don't give a rude word what you think. Queen, exactly.
Yeah.
So she just does her own thing.
Absolute queen vibes. I think like looking at playtester feedback over the last couple of months as well, like people really vibe with Lottie. And I reckon you've done a great job with Lottie. I low-key think that Lottie might be your favorite as well. So, not that you play favorites. All your children are beautiful, right?
Yeah, I love all of my children, exactly. My very real children that I...
Alright, let's hit next. Oh, this is your line again.
Oh yes, we're ready to build this thing.
Alright, Sam. Take it away, Sam.
Oh, wait for it to catch up. Come on, stream. Shouldn't we consider who or what we will be transmitting to?
Can I talk about Kieran now? Is
oh,
that okay?
yes! No! Oh my god, I was, like, thinking, like, oh, we gotta get the, like, pacing good. Oh no, and I've just put it... Okay, so Kieran's no longer in focus, but please talk about Kieran, yeah.
The... guy. So, obviously, this is Sam's baby. I'm just gonna talk about you like you're not here, Sam. I hope that's chill.
Okay, cool. La 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 la.
So this is Sam's baby, and having worked with Bouncing Monkey for 4 and a bit years, I was like, how do I put, like, in the story, in the narrative, how do I, like, make this so clear that this is, like, Sam's labor of love? I know, I'll make him a freaking character. And so it kind of worked out perfectly right, because the other 2 characters are pretty, I don't want to say brash, but they're quite emotional. And so I wanted to bring the logic side to it. And not to say that you're a robot, Sam. Obviously, that's not true. But I've noticed that in the team, you, Sam, kind of have like this grounding effect where you're just like, you're the pillar of the company, you founded it, you're the creative director, you're the lead programmer for the last game, so... I'm really calling Sam a robot. Wow, shut up, Kuja. Oh my god, you menace. So Kieran is very much like the counter to the 2 characters who were quite loud. He's like quite logical. He is really curious about his surroundings, and just like kind of wants to learn. And so he might not identify with all of those qualities, Sam, but I kind of used you as a base and then like built off what we needed to contrast for the other 2 characters. And so I think it works really, really well. But Kieran does get grumpy when you one of the lines is like, I want to remind you that we knew what we were getting into. So there's like this indignation as well that comes through where it's like, well, you know, you knew what you were getting into, why are you complaining, kind of thing. Did all that make sense? I hope it did.
100%. No,
Yep.
completely.
Kieran is a bit of a dad, I would say. Yes.
No idea where he gets that from.
I like Anna saying that he's phlegmatic. There's like all these kind of like different like frameworks for personality types and inclinations. Like so like humoral theory we have from like ancient Greece, and then I think I was talking about like id and super ego and everything. And I don't know, it's interesting how like there are these certain like things you can play into, but also like play around with them. Like you have an archetype, but you can like go outside that archetype and like go out of the box a bit and mess around with things. Like there's definitely times where I get the vibe from Lottie that she's a bit more, I don't know, like scared than she lets on. But maybe that's just my own personal reading. And also, yeah, I don't know. I just, yeah.
Interesting take. I can neither confirm nor deny that. You'll have to play the game.
True. And I'm so sorry that I advanced, because all of that would have been amazing while we had the actual Kieran profile in the foreground.
That's right.
But in post.
Yeah, fix it in post. But now you're up, because Lottie's got another line.
Oh, Struth. Now, let's talk, we'll build!
Classic Lottie line.
Also, hot tip for any writers out there, for the love of God, read your lines, because if you don't, after you've written them, they come out wobbly. I did notice that a line that I didn't do that for yesterday got read out by one of the streamers, and I was like, oh, that's not great, I need to fix that. And I'm not going to tell you which one, because it's private. Don't pry.
Can you tell me which one?
If you give me $100,000, yes.
Alright, we better sell lots of copies of this game so I can make $100,000 so I can pry this information out of Emily. Also, I just realized I forgot to delete the original Hermit house that inspired this. But
that's just their servant.
That's their servant.
You need
That's
a servant that's your hermit. Yeah,
that's
the
the
one.
person who fetches their water.
So ripped?
Yeah. So where we are right now, we've built the electronics plant, so we actually can build the strange transmitter that will allow us to tap into whatever is going on here with this mysterious ruin. It requires
man.
Yeah. I'm gonna start the construction, but I'm not sure if we want to go all the way, should we? Because we're getting really close to the end of the demo, and I kind of want people to be able to play it and see for themselves what happens. And get their reactions. I don't know.
I think we should build it and then...
Cliffhanger. Yeah.
Yep.
Agreed. You'll just have to play the rest to find out.
Yeah, you'll just have to do the demo. Do the demo, baby. I did finger guns then. It's not visible on stream, but finger guns did occur. You all need to know.
Oh, I can't...
Also...
Oh, sorry, go on.
No, you go.
Oh, I was just, I realised I couldn't finish this job because it'll flood buildings or roads, and I think it's because I left these stairs here. So that's...
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, okay, that fixed it. Alright, what were you saying, Emily? Sorry.
MJ asked a really good question before that I've wanted to come back to for the whole stream. She asked, Miss Narrative Designer Ma'am, can you talk about crafting the narrative for the sequel to Before We Leave? Which is a really big question. And so, Sam, did you, as Leo, you can keep playing the game if you want while I bother Boss Man, but Sam, did you want to talk about the narrative and the story of Before We Leave at all, before I launch into my tirade?
Sure.
Yeah, big question, I know.
Like, summarize the story kind of thing.
Yeah, and like what sort of world building you used and everything like that, if you even went into it with a particular goal.
The world building was basically make it as they go along.
I gotta respect it.
And like figuring out what problems I had to solve with the story kind of thing. Something like that.
Do you remember what those problems were by any chance?
No.
I mean, it's a long bloody time ago, and a lot has happened.
A long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the pertinent one would be probably the whole non-violent thing, right? Like, like the Guardians, like the Minotaurs and stuff, right? Yeah. I think that was one of the story levers.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, the Guardians just came about because, like, so the game, it kind of evolved into this non-violent game. Like, it wasn't right from the start, let's make this game non-violent. It's just kind of, that's how it kind of turned out. And it's largely because, as I've said when people asked before, I was, you when you're making a game, you kind of have a target audience in mind, right? And the target audience for Before We Leave was basically me, originally. And I was making it because I really like games like the Anno series and the Old Settlers and all this sort of stuff. But I like the bit where you're building, not the bit where you've got to fight other people for new land. And I always like, if I'm playing them, I'll set the AI to as easy and as few as possible because I don't want to have to muck around with dealing with the combat stuff. So I was like, let's just not have the combat stuff in this game. And then it was like, so if we're not going to have the combat stuff, how about we kind of make it non-violent and, make the peeps vegetarian and make it that the lands that they're settling on used to be theirs. Why did they used to be theirs and why aren't they there now? Well, and that's kind of where it all evolved from. And then we added in the Guardians, which I'm not sure was my best decision ever, because it was like, okay, so we've got this game where you're building a city, but it's not violent, so where's the challenge? Well, let's put in these robot minotaurs and sphinxes and stuff that kind of get in your way to add some challenge. And possibly we could have done that a different way, but it is what it is now.
I love them, for the record, especially the gremlins, and I'm still trying to figure it
cute.
out. They are cute, and they're just little guys, You put a little guy in a game and I love them. I'm very easy to please. I'm still trying to figure out a way to honor them in Beyond These Stars. Let's see if we can do it.
Nice.
But so from the base that you used in and made for Before We Leave. Let me think back. Oh, that's right. I looked into the world building, and there's like hard and soft world building. So what you did is called soft world building. I don't know if that's a technical term. There's like 10,000 bloody terms when it comes to writing.
Of course.
And all of them are slightly different. And some terms that are the same mean different things, which is awesome. We love that. So yeah, you use like kind of soft world building, and I think that's also what Terry Pratchett used for Discworld. I think. I'm not sure. I haven't read a Discworld book in a long time, so I can't say that definitively. So, for my brain, coming into Beyond These Stars, I took the hard world building approach, which is what our best friend Tolkien uses. We love Tolkien at the studio, don't we, gang?
Yeah. Yep.
New Zealand moment.
Common New Zealand W. Nina says, who? That's what I think when I see your name in the Discord. Got him. So for Tolkien, he used super hard world building, where he would be like, oh, the sun is orange, so what impact would that have on the cultures around the world? And you kind of drill down from there. And so he would think about, the impact on society, religion, language, the arts, blah 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 blah. So for Beyond These Stars, I took everything that you'd done with the first game, Sam, and I started coming up for reasons for things, just to kind of base content off of. It has its drawbacks, for sure, because I think it makes things take a little bit longer. But for a game like Beyond These Stars and the size that it is, I think it'll be very, very necessary in the end. Especially because of just the content that we're making for it, which I can't talk about, probably. Trying to be so careful right now. And so it's also been really important to collaborate with everybody. So for me, I think that the narrative design for the game as well is kind of like when you take a pitcher of water and you pour it onto pavement and the water kind of fills in the cracks of the pavement. That's the approach that I've taken to narrative design for the game. And the pavements is game design, and also what you want, Sam, because this is your baby. And it's been super important for me to also hone your vision and like respect what you want. And then Tom comes in with amazing concept art and his own thoughts, because he's a writer as well. He's written comics, and so yeah, just like listening and taking feedback and understanding like what works and what doesn't has been really important.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I hope it all pays off.
I just want to like chime in that I see the conversations that you have with Sam, like both the two of you back and forth, and like it's probably hard to see it, especially when you're just going to be like, players are just going to be playing the demo, which is like such a tiny little like shard of the game. But there is an absolutely staggering amount of thought and like careful consideration that has gone into creating this fictional world, and I like documents upon documents, and
yeah,
Emily loves her documents, but yeah, I think that's like, in my humble opinion, the most important part of writing in games, because it's about the world that you're in, and it's about feeling that immersion, and yeah, I don't know, it's awesome, and I don't know, it's gonna be so good when we like release 1.0, where like all of that's been fleshed out and we've had time to like develop it, and yeah, again, like I don't know how much I can even talk about, but yeah, just general like heads up that like a lot has gone into the thought behind creating this world, and like especially compared to Before We Leave, like even though there was, like you said, like some thought behind it, I think it's like you hire a narrative designer and then all of a sudden like, whoa,
all of a sudden
difference.
Narrative turns up. It's like
narrative happens.
One whose job it is or something. It's weird.
In our case, it wasn't hire narrative designer, it was me being like, Sam, I want to be a narrative designer, can you help me? And Sam very nicely said yes.
Sure, why not?
Which, you like undersell it, but I think like, I don't know, you don't, especially in indie games, when you don't have a lot of budget, I guess, you don't make those decisions lightly. Like, yeah.
I mean, I'm a big believer in, so all the people we hire, you know, you decide you need someone to do XYZ, and you put out ads to like, hey, we need a XYZer. And then you interview people and you try and choose the person who's like the best fit for your company, and you hire them, and then you go, cool, now let's actually work out what you're going to do. So like, you know, we hired MJ as a programmer, and she's a great programmer, but it turns out that she's got really good talents in terms of game design and UI design.
Oh yeah.
So that, you know, sort of her role has morphed. And, you know, Emily was the community manager and wanted to evolve into a narrative designer, so here we are. And, I think it's a really good way to build a team. Is you hire the person who appears to be the best person for the job as best you're able to tell with the interview process and the work test process and all that. But then once you have them, you actually work out what is it they're actually going to do now, which will often be the thing you hired them for, but not necessarily or not only.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Hey Leah, what are you doing in the game?
What am I doing in the game? Good question. So I've like built this, and that sort of extended things a little bit. At the moment, especially because we can't progress, because I've just finished building the space transmitter, and I don't even want to click on it. So that's just staying there. At the moment, I am mostly just keeping my peeps happy and like trying to
Nice.
Yeah, just like mostly maintenance mode, looking at the resources chart and being like, okay, that's good. The green arrow is good. Green is generally a good color in these situations. And oh, I built a farmhouse. People probably saw me doing that. I found like this most perfect bit of land for it, and I built it. And look how beautiful it is. It's so idyllic. A lot of work went into like making the textures and like getting the normals just right and making everything look chef's kiss.
Yep.
And oh my god,
so
it's amazing.
Look at the light. Oh my god.
It's kind of stunning. So,
I just saw...
what did you see?
The peep walking into the the farmhouse being like, I don't care about this stupid settlement anymore.
Oh, what is their problem? Mate.
You know, they're just hangry. I get it.
Yeah, that's true. What more do you guys want? Come on, I give you a roof over your heads. I give you peppers. We got peppers now, not just potatoes. You can have spicy potatoes now.
Ooh, that's the best kind.
Yeah. Keeping my peeps peeping. Bowie asks, is the game multi-tile farm? Do you mean, oh, I kind of like just did this in the background while people were talking, but yeah, the way you, oh god, I feel bad doing this, just destroying crops. With farmhouses, you kind of like build them and then you select the field and you kind of place things wherever you want them and however many tiles you want them to occupy. I'm actually going to cancel this destruction job. So theoretically you could probably have like a farmhouse with then like a really, really long skinny length of fields. But I don't know. I'm a fan of this kind of like, this kind of vibe in general.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything that people, because I'm just like conscious of the time, we should probably wrap up real soon. Is there anything that anyone in the chat wants to see in the game, or just wants to ask Sam or Emily? Now is your chance. Speak now, forever hold your silence. And I'm just gonna, when you asked what I was doing, the actual honest answer to that is just looking at things, which I kind of spent a lot of time doing in this game. I'm just like, oh my god. It's so, I don't know, I love watching these little guys go.
Yeah. Amen. I just got...
That's one of the things that I like about this kind of genre, that, you know, it was actually one of the motivations in making the games, was just the kind of little ant farm kind of look of just watching your people going around and doing their thing and being like, oh, I wonder what that person is doing, and following them and seeing what they're up to during their day, and, you know, all that kind of thing.
Absolutely. Ninja's got a great question for you, Emily, I'm guessing. How much of the world... Well, I'm going to pose it to you anyway. How much of the world-building details will be discoverable in-game?
That's a very good question.
How much can we even say?
Yeah. Let me chew on it for a bit. It entirely depends on the sort of person you are. I think. So if you want to find it, you'll find it. If you don't want to see any of the world building, you might not, even though you're kind of in the world. So think of it like a D&D campaign, maybe, where you can certainly engage with your DM around, like, hey DM, can you tell me why this ruined hut is ruined? And, you know, you'll like roll an investigation check or perception check or whatever, and your DM might be like, oh, the hut was destroyed because a particularly large troll ran through it. Oh, where was the troll running from? You know, that sort of thing. Or you can be the sort of player that's like, I need to go beat up as many people as possible, so I'm just going to go from point A to point B and not engage with the environment. This game lets you do both. You can just go from point A to point B and achieve your goal, or you can sort of look around and be like, so what's actually going on here? Does that answer your question?
It answers it answers it for me. I think that's a good answer, but I think Ninja's the judge of that.
Ninja, I'm pretty sure you play D&D, so I wanted to put it into an analogy that you would understand. But I feel like if you're the sort of person who's like, how can I engage with the world building? You will find it. I will tell you that I wrote something, and I'm not going to say what it is, but I wrote something on a plane ride to Australia recently that I'm really, 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 really proud of, and Sam got a little bit choked up. Didn't you, boss?
Yeah.
Yeah. My goal is to make Sam emotional at all times. I'm like, I'm doing a good job if I make the person who employs me weep. Yes, sirree.
Make your boss cry. That should be
Depends on the reason why I'm weeping.
Yeah, what if it was like, God, this is so bad, we're doomed. It's over.
Yeah, it's so Jova, man. It's Jova.
One thing I want to point out, which I meant to earlier, but I totally forgot to, is this is new. We didn't have this last stream, so we've got a priority control function now. There was already an inbuilt priority control for buildings. Oh, bad example. Hang on, I need a manufacturing building. Yeah. So you were previously able to do that on an individual basis, but now you can see the priority of all different buildings and you can cycle through it like that. Which is, IMO, pretty damn neat. I don't think a lot of games... I personally haven't played a city builder game that approaches priority control like that. But it's very, very neat. And it kind of like, I don't know, it makes it more organic, like being able to not only see everything at a glance, but have it visually represented like this and then just like immediately interact with it. I don't know. I thought that was good job. You guys done good.
Well, you try.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
it's so polished.
It's amazing. And like even just like working on the demo, like everyone's been absolutely like obsessively like, how do we make it as like good as we can? So I don't know, it'll probably be like a bit humbling when we go live and there's some people who are like, I don't get it, but I feel like that's inevitable. But for the most part,
and we learn from that and go, cool, let's make it more gettable.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, like we were talking about on last stream with MJ, even feedback that's just, this sucks, is useful feedback, because it's like, okay, let's unpack this. Let's see, like, why does it suck?
As long as you tell us what sucks, and ideally why, then it's great. Just, this sucks, is like, okay, cool, that's fine, go play something else.
Yeah, it's really important to have haters. Oh my god, my partner Mark was telling me about a developer who actually was another person whose game is being published by Hooded Horse. Can I remember who it is? No, I can't. But they sent out an email, and in that spiel they were like, we've had a lot of positive responses to our early playtests, and we've also had a lot of people be like, nah, I hate this, or like, nah, not for me. And that's also really important, because if you have something that's a bit milquetoast, then it might not sell as well, or be as popular, or be as engaging, or blah 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 blah. Sorry, I just saw Nina's comment.
Number one, Emily here. Bowie would be happy to idiot-proof the demo. Well,
Bowie,
I think you're a bit too sharp for that, but, you know, we'll
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're disqualified, just by your nature.
I just built a tree nursery. I'm gonna just try to make this all completely forested, because why not? I'm at the point where it's like, because I can't progress the story on stream for reasons, I'm just gonna like do what I want with this, which is also another amazing reason why these games are awesome and why this game is epic, because you can kind of just, I don't know, you can like indulge in as much as you want.
Many trees.
That's a lot of trees. I want to have the transmitter and like the towers stand out even more.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like,
we need
jutting out from the woods.
Tower.
We need a second tower? Oh, we do.
So we can have the 2 towers. Let's go.
Oh! We need a soundboard. Alright, next stream I'm setting up a soundboard. I'm sorry, Sam.
With the vine boom.
There's no way that could go wrong.
Wait, I'm catching up on chat. I'm so sorry. If I've missed anything, I'm very, very, very sorry. I think I have?
No, I don't think you have.
Oh. Alright, cool. Sweet. Dope. Alright, it's like coming up to the hour, so I think we'll have to basically finish it there. I'll probably keep playing this save file, and once I get all these trees going, I'll post a screenshot and show you guys what it looks like. If it looks good, I don't know. I tried, I don't know if you saw Sam and Emily, but I tried building like a big, like 8-tile deep pit that was like, had a gradient level of 1 tile. So it would be like a quarry thing.
Yeah.
And it just looked like an amphitheater. It was kind of weird.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because you had all roads on it, so you had all the ramps, and it looked like a whole bunch of stairs. And like steps, seats. Yeah.
That's sick. I love that.
Oh, sorry. I'll see if I can bring it up. Oh, actually no, it's in Discord. And I'm currently streaming Discord. Nah. Later. I'll post it later. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much everyone for coming. Any last words from you, Sam?
No.
Anything from you, Emily, Miss Lata?
Yeah, we've done such an amazing job leading up to the demo, and I'm so proud of every single person on the team. And shout out to, you're gonna hate this, Leah. Shout out to Leah, for being an amazing community manager. Massive round of applause. I'm constantly impressed by you. Aww. And you're doing a really, 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 really good job. You're really good at your job.
Oh man, thank you so much. Oh, dude, that's high praise coming from the person whose job I took.
I don't know about all that. Like, my imposter syndrome is just like, get off the grass, dog. But like,
I mean, like, as we already know, like, Emily's done a bloody amazing job. Like, this is your first big release as a narrative designer, right? And I know you're kind of like crying and throwing up and freaking out about it, but in the best of ways. And like, I don't know, I'm so chuffed to like see people kind of like see your hard work and like, yeah, like, cause I don't know, and like to vibe with it and recognize it and realize that you're a bloody awesome narrative designer. And and of course, like, Sam, you don't need any more praise. No praise for you.
Get too big.
Exactly.
No, I don't need any praise.
No, we're lucky to have a boss like Sam.
We are, yeah. Sam,
we're very lucky.
You're probably the best boss I've ever had.
Yeah,
just put it
hands down.
Thank you.
It's not even a competition.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Ninja. Yeah, without further ado, yeah, thank you everyone so much. Please keep an eye on the Discord in the next, and like on social media and everything, within the next day or so. And we'll let you know exactly when the demo is going live. It's very, very soon. And please, please play it, and please let us know what you think of it. Even if it's mean, the mean feedback is really helpful too. But also, please praise us, and please tell us how amazing we are, because we need that too.
It's been a big 2.5 years, eh?
Oh yeah. It
Oh
has.
my god.
But yeah, we're so excited, and we're gonna hop off and go silently implode in our respective ways.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you everyone so much, and we'll see you around.
Thank you.
Wishlist
See ya.
beyond these stars.
We should be on these stars. Bye, everyone.